Hello, hello, hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. So let's see if anyone wants to join us tonight.
I'm waiting for it to come on.
Me too.
Yeah.
Are you gonna start singing now?
Yeah.
I guess so. Okay.
What?
Okay, are we getting anyone in?
I'm not live yet.
Let's see.
You are.
Okay. Yeah, but how do I get it to list everyone? Hello? It's not showing. Oh, I have to expand it. Ooh, they change things so quickly.
Yeah, I know. They changed up Facebook. Bear with us, people. We're learning new stuff here tonight.
We've got the camera set and
Looks better.
it does look a little better here, I think.
It's not so pixely.
Did you get
I'm not live yet. There we are.
I must have to send it to you or something.
I guess. I just got it.
All right.
Okay.
So how's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about everybody else? Nice warm weather. Seen a couple robins. Whoop, whoop.
All right.
Nicola stayed awake. Woo!
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
I tell her every time. Okay, I do see her. Nicola, Beth Ann, Karen, Kristen Tatum, Barb Pick. Welcome. Angie. Woo-hoo. Everyone else, let's see. Judy. Madison's here. Oh, Madison, you're going to see your present a little early.
Joy.
Hi, France. Joy made it?
I don't know. I'm invited.
Is Joy there? Someone tag Joy in here. I miss her. And because this is really complicated tonight, since we're not doing cards, we might as well have her in here so I have someone to blame, right?
That's right.
So, we'll wait just a few more seconds.
Go ahead and get going.
Well,
14.
do you see Mom?
No, but I'll tag her.
All right. She hates missing it. I hate to start without her. Okay, so I'm going to start off with some pretty fabulous cards that I got, and I'm really kind of stoked about it, the stuff in the box here, because this just came today, and this is for donation. But let me just start. I got a couple of cards today. This one is from Sherry, and I love how she stamped that on there and then did the diagonal. Do you see that, Bill?
Yeah.
Isn't that awesome?
That is very nice.
Marsha, too.
Marsha?
Yeah.
I just tagged her.
Okay, good. Because Marsha made this one, and this is...
She's on?
She is on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Jean. And I think this is just so stinking cute. This is actually the stamp set that we're going to be using tonight. So it's from Band Together. So this is one of the current ones. We're not going to be using the flower in it, but we're going to be using the sentiment and some of the bands. So this will be kind of fun. So I wanted to show you that. And then France. So France joined my team of pearls, and we do some community service, I would guess what you call it, with our cards. And so she made a bunch of cards, and I told the girls that they could use retired stuff if they wanted to, because this is a great way to use up some of the retired items that you have. And so she did. Is this cute how she cut that to look like the cat is on? I would have never thought of that. That's way cute. I love it.
Very nice,
so
France.
And she even did the envelopes.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. Look at, now this one's current. Isn't this cute?
It is.
And I think this is, if I know her, she does some fancy, look at this.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Trifold. Yeah.
And I didn't even, and again, she's got all the backs done. Showing me up, France, showing me up. You should be running these shows. Look at these. Gorgeous. So, here's another kitty cat one. Isn't that cute? I like how she used the paper to make like a nighttime.
And what are we using these cards for?
These are going to go to the animal shelter. So we're doing some baskets. I posted that earlier if you guys have been following me on Facebook. And I like how she's got him sitting on the brick wall. That's kind of cool. The dinos, and it looks like it's another one of those flip cards. I love the rock texture that you've got back here. I think this is the new stone one. I think that's really pretty. Look at this. Isn't this cute? I love how she did that with the
oh, I like that.
The foil, the copper foil.
Nice horse. Wow.
And then Animal Outing. This was from, I think that's what it was called, was Animal Outing. So these are way cute, and the people who bid on this and that money up going, we've got great big baskets that we're doing. I'm going to do 2 here in March, 2 in June, and 2 in September. And it's all volunteer. It's just if they want to. So I'm going to shake things up again as I keep trying to go through different ways of doing Facebook Live.
Bump the table there.
Did I bump it? Okay. So let's just take a look at this. Now, Bill built me a new stand. And so my camera, my phone is my camera. It hangs out over it here. So am I getting any...
You're actually at that point, you're almost off the screen.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
I need to be up higher?
No. To the side.
Which side?
That side.
Over here?
Yep.
Oh, when I'm looking at it through the phone, it looks like it's... Okay.
I'm looking at the computer, so.
Okay. Well, maybe I should take a look. Oh, I do need to go over a little. Okay.
There you go.
Well, so I'm not going to do the announcements quite right away. I'm going to do them as we go. I want to start off with just saying that we get in the back of we get some like chipboard and cardboard in the back of these 12 by 12s usually. And then there's this little cardboard. So the stuff that I'm going to be using is like the heavier, not this little cardboard stuff. I am going to be featuring the Lily Impressions Designer Series paper. And let me show you what we're going to be making tonight because I'm pretty excited about it. I've made several. We are going to be making, now Madison, you're just going to have to act surprised come your birthday, okay? But I'm making these notebooks and I'm using a chipboard back. So, because sometimes when you're writing on a notebook, it is flimsy. And so I added a chipboard back that we can kind of put a matching, see how I have a matching pen? This is for my daughter. As you can tell, it says you will do amazing things. But when you open it up, it has
Dino paper.
This is the dino paper, I know. It has a little pocket, which I've added my business card so she doesn't forget who my little You're Awesome. But a little notebook. Isn't this cute as heck? And I've got a couple of them. Darling, oh darling, you are fabulous. Just a note. And you can decorate these up. This is just how I did some. Oh, I had to do the koalas because right now, after the whole thing in Australia, I have a passion for koalas. I don't have everything quite decorated up yet. Here's one I did with the golf paper. Isn't that cute? Matching pen in there with the little argyle? I think it's really cute, but I don't know. So these are what we're going to make. And since I've had to use different papers each time, I'm going to put this aside here. Where can I put this safe? Who wants to win one of those tonight? Does anybody want to win one? Because I'm thinking for our drawing tonight, we're going to give one of those away. You want to win one? You're going to have to make.
I'll have to make one.
Should I make you a little dino one to take to work?
No.
Okay. Well, the way you get into my drawings is if
we're sharing the love all over the place.
Okay, share my video. Listen. See, ever since I started giving him Scooby snacks.
Make sure you guys use that host code.
Yeah. Here, I'm giving it to you early tonight. Do you want something different next time? Like
yes, please.
Maybe
Cheez-Its.
some Cheez-Its? Okay, we'll get you some Cheez-Its. So, this is a new host code. This goes until March 17th. So let's get started. Let's not do all the announcements-y stuff. I think what I'll do is I'll kind of talk about it as I go. What I wanted to show you was I got these little junior legal pads. I got 3 of them for like 98 cents at Walmart. That's where I got them. I measured them out. They're 8 by 5 from here to here. here to here, not the paper width, 8 by 5. So we're going to be using this. I cut a piece of chipboard, and because I wanted to have a little area for the pen and a place to hold, like pick it up with, I cut this an inch longer than the pad. So the pad is 5, so I cut this at 6 by 8 and an 1/8. Okay. Guess I'll just post these as I go so you know. Then I have chosen to use that, what did I call this? I called this something. Lily Impressions Designer Series paper. This stuff is awesome. And I chose, of course, the one with the Bermuda Bay because I love it. So I'm going to use Bermuda Bay cardstock. I will let you know that to make this project, you're going to need 3 pieces of cardstock and 1 12 by 12, and you'll use it all. There'll be some scraps, but you'll basically use it all. So let's move this aside and let's just start with this back. So this is the back. It's cut at 7 by 9. It's not necessarily equal all the way around. You can do 7 1/8 if you want. Maybe I did that on this one. Now, normally I would use tear and tape for this whole thing, but there's quite a few steps to this project. So I'm going to be using my fast fuse to get through it. But I'm going to go ahead and just fast fuse on the edges here. Thanks to my Fast Fuse France. I appreciate that.
Fast Fuse France. Woo, woo. Say that fast.
Fast Fuse France. Fast Fuse France. Fast Fuse France. There you go. So I'm just going to do a little stick-em on here. And I want something that's very sticky. And like I said, for what we sell, I would use like the tear and tape. And it doesn't have to be perfect in the middle, but...
I've got a question here.
Okay.
From North Dakota, they'd like to know what you use to cut your chipboard. What'd you use?
I used...
Your guillotine?
Yeah, will you hand me that so that they can see? Stampin' Up! Used to sell these. They do not right now. But I have a guillotine cutter. 3 different sizes of this. These are my favorite. When you cut with them, you want to just... I'm going to turn this way so maybe you can see. You want to just have the handle just a little bit in towards you when you come down, and then you get a smooth cut. Make sure you're gripping onto to hold it in place. But that's how I cut it, was with a guillotine trimmer. I also have a big industrial cutter too.
Downstairs.
But particular piece came out of a paper pumpkin, and I didn't need a big industrial. It's not heavy. You can use cardboard for this because we're going to cover it all up, so you don't have to use like the heavy chipboard. This is not the heavy. This is actually what comes in the paper pumpkin packs. Thank you for watching the questions.
I'm watching them.
So now when I get this, I want to miter the edges here just so that I get a nice edge on the project. If you ask me if there's any rhyme and reason to how I do this, there isn't. I may have taken I just start cutting. To get the edges, just like in the project I did before. Am I in camera?
Need to move up a little.
Move up where? Here?
Yep, that way.
Okay. I just fold these with the table. That's how you get a nice smooth edge to that. Because you could score it, but then you'd have to glue it down exactly perfect, and I'm not exactly perfect on gluing things straight. That's why I like the green glue, because I get a little wiggle room. Okay, just again to show you for time's sake, I'm going to use the fast fuse because these take a little bit to make.
They do.
Yeah.
But they're worth it.
They are. They're kind of, especially like I made mine kind of generic as far as how I'm doing them, but you could actually really personalize these for people. Oops. Let's get my fast fuse skills back to snuff.
Check.
Okay, now how I do this is for the middle, I start in the middle and tack it down and then push up all the way out to the edge to make that nice. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder here to just kind of make sure that I get it. The longer ones are the one, otherwise you kind of sometimes can end up with a ripple, which again, we're going to be covering this, so it's not super important, but if you're going to do something, right? And then I press that down just so that I know that, because this is only a ½ inch over here. Get a good seal. And we'll do it again. Fast fuse France, huh? Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple things on this. See this edge that isn't perfect? This edge I'm going to cover up, so I want this to be on this side, and I'll explain that again in just a moment, but we're going to set this aside. So here's the back of our chipboard. Now we're going to come in, and this scrap I'm going to need momentarily. I've got the top piece of cardstock cut at 7 by 8 and a half, and we're going to do some scoring on this. Now, when I'm going to score it, I want to score on the 7 side, because the 8 1/2 or 8 1/8, sorry, is going to go the 7-inch side. Let me pull out the wonderful, yeah, this is the Stampin' trimmer, but it has a score blade in it, and I'm in love with it because I think it gives a really exact score. So on here on the scores, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inches, and 2. Line up the paper straight at the top and run it in at 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inches, and then 2. Okay. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my 1/2 inch score line down. Now, this is not necessary. I add it for 2 reasons. One, because there's a little bit more thickness on the edge where we're going to be holding on to it, and 2, because it gives a nice smooth edge instead of it's like more rounded, because this is going to be on the edge of where you're going to pick it up with your hand, and so it'll keep that from fraying. So we're just going to glue this down really. With my Mad Hatter glue skills here. Okay, now that's just out of our way. So then the next one I'm going to fold down, and this is where the pens that I use are the RSVP pens. Again, this is just a Walmart, couple dollars for them. There's 5 in a pack. The reason I use them, and I'm gonna show you this part first. This is the coordinating piece of paper that I was going to use. This is cut at 3/4 inch. You can go up to 1 inch to about 3 3/4 inch. I use the bone folder, and I go through and I just kind of weaken that fiber a little bit in the paper so that I can start to roll it, because this pen comes apart. Now I do want you to know, I wouldn't say it's impossible to get this out again, but be committed to the paper that you're going to use, because once it's in there, it's pretty much in there unless you want to sit there and pick at it for a while. Yeah, but you put it in, and that's how I get the pen to match. And then you just screw that on. So this is the coordinating pen to the paper that we're going to be using.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but the reason why I did the pen now is because after we make that fold, I'm going to come here and I eyeball it all. So I don't measure. I don't have a measurement. You might use a different pen. You might want a different pen for it and not do this. You might have a different one. So here's my trick. It's real super scientific, so pay attention. You ready? You ready, Bill?
I am.
He's leaning over. I was joking.
Well,
so I kind of look at where this thing is going to sit on the book, and I want it kind of middled. So I'm going to take a pencil and just make a little tick mark there. And let's see, and a little tick mark there. And let me make sure I got that correct. Nope, that's a little bit large. It's hard because I'm scared I'm going to bump that camera. And a tick mark there. There we go. So that's where this is going to sit. It's real. See how scientific that was? Then there's another score line here. I'm going to take what I cut, and I'm going to cut, don't cut past, but cut to that score line. Like so. Now,
did you measure it twice?
No.
No?
No, I'm a wing it girl.
You're a wing it.
So then it's pencil. I'm just going to go ahead and erase anything that was on there. Now when you open it up, you see you've got it going the correct direction. We got to get the other side. This is where the pen is going to go. So did you see how I did that?
That's awesome.
Yeah, I made that kind of pen holder. Now this has been around forever and ever, Bill. I know you think it's awesome, but it's they make all kinds of things like this.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So.
I'm not the first one. I didn't even develop it.
That's kind of cool to me.
You know what? You are an amazing man. You really are.
Well, thanks.
You are. Okay, so now you see how I've made the cover to our book. And this gives room to put it in, right? And then you can put the pen in here. And when you stick it in the right way, see how it goes? Okay, so, but I want you to notice something. When I open this up, do you see this little piece of chipboard that's showing through, or cardboard that's showing through? And when I hold it this way, it shows through. Well, it bugs me. So I have a scrap piece of Bermuda Bay, and I know that it's going to be right here. So all I need to do, just put a couple marks. Nobody's going to see this because here is my solution to that.
Well, France says you're the first ever that she's seen the pen trick.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, France. I would love to tell you that I am that good, but I'm not. It's been around.
France says she hasn't seen it before.
Oh, really, you guys?
I'm not the only one out there.
I must hang out with Gwen too much because
Right.
she's seen it all, so she won't be impressed. Is Gwenny on here?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, Gwen's not impressed. She's seen it a million times. Okay, remember me telling you that, you know, how these edges are nice and smooth and stuff, and then this one didn't quite meet? It's okay because I'm going to cover it up, but I want to make sure that it's on this side because this is where I'm going to glue this. Okay, so let's start here, and I'm just going to... Is Miss Tara on here?
I haven't seen...
She's probably having pizza. She was talking about eating
Karen
pizza.
Drain and a bunch of snowy Ohio people.
Oh, any Joy?
I haven't seen Joy yet.
Well, good. I'm going to blame her anyway.
She may have slipped on.
So I'm going to go ahead and take the fast fuse. But this is one of the places that I would really suggest the tear and tape is on here. And I'm going to do this edge, but I'm going to also, as you see, where the flat part is of where the where the pen is going to go, I'm going to put it in there. Am I out or did I?
No, you're good. No, I don't know. We haven't got to that part yet.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't out of
Well,
stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to hook this in. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell you guys that there's two stamp set in this coming month's Paper Pumpkin. You have the 10th until the 10th to get signed up for it if you're interested in it. It's
That's
a subscription. Seriously. You cannot see where the cardboard is because I put that little thing there.
Hi, Trina.
Hi, Trina. Okay, so we've got that. Now, what do I want to do next? Let's bring the book in. And I need to do a couple of things with this book. So let me start with this section. We're going to take, for the pad cover, I cut it at 10 inches by 5 inches. Ooh, I've kind of messed up my...
In order, huh?
I had them in order in case you guys wanted to write them down. So let me get it back up in order. So the pad cover. And then we're going to score this. I'm going to bring in the scoreboard at 2 and 1 3/4. So let me bring that back up. So I'm going to start off and score it at 2 inches. And then I'm just going to pull it back. And did I say 1 3/4? So it just has that 1/4 inch on there on one end or the other. 10 by 5, scored at 2 and 1 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this down. And then I'm going to fold it again. So I'm making a cover for my, and you don't have to do this, you could put this right in, but I want to hide this and I want to do some decorating. So, well, maybe it would help if I used a bone folder, huh?
Mine.
It is what the, hey, sassy.
Oh, what?
Okay. So when I put this down, then the 8 inches, it'll fold right over, okay? So to glue this on, I don't want this to show. So I definitely want to run my tape here, stand it up to get it in place. You make sure that I'm in camera, will you?
You are.
Okay. And
You're,
straight.
If you don't go past your measurements, you're in camera.
Okay. And then I'm just going to do a little stickum right here. And I'm not going to worry about it because now I'm going to definitely pull out this. I'm not going to cheat on this. I'm going to put a couple pieces of the tear and tape down because this will really hold it in place. I'm just doing the cheat for the video. This is strong though. Fast Fuse is strong. We just don't happen to sell it anymore. We're working on getting it back. Okay, who remembers my tip about taking this off?
Isn't that where you use your bone folder and you scrape over it and you pull it up?
Yep, exactly. You want to rub it down a little bit, but instead of going right in the... Now, did that wiggle, by the way? Did that shake? Was there focusing movement? Oh. You just go right through the middle and right up. Don't try to go through the ends. I did that for way too long, and when someone showed me this, I was just like, oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Same thing across this end.
It did not move.
It didn't move, so that means the camera thing that you built for me is working. I am so lucky to have this man. Oops, I just broke that. The tear and tape is really that easy to tear. I just busted a little piece of it off by mistake. Okay. We're just going to put it in here. See how quick and easy that is? Love it.
Yeah, a bunch of people responding. Start in the middle.
Start in the middle, yeah. Good. That makes me happy. If I can teach, that's what really makes me the happiest on this, is show someone. Okay, now this is a little bit trickier. So the way that I like to do it is to lay it up on myself. And since I can't do this in the video, I'm going to try to fold this back. I'm going to cover right up over where that was too, so no one's going to know. Come give me a third finger here, would you? Just hold this piece down. Thank you. So I can see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to kind of center that, but line it up on this edge. So this tear and tape is one of those things where you make a decision. You can move your hand. Thank you.
Go, and it's there.
Okay, so now I've got the edge up here, and I just want to, okay. Yeah, that would have wiggled all over the place. So now we're ready to decorate. So you guys know, for those who are signed up for my newsletter, I sent out an email that stated that there was a second release coming out. So let's decorate the top. Now this is that lily paper, and there's two sides of this. I like the pretty side. So this was cut at 4 7/8 by 8. Still going in order here. And this one I'm definitely going to use green glue for because it gives me a little bit of wiggle time.
That's the front cover.
Yes, this is the front cover.
Okay.
I just got snarf.
You got snarked.
I did. I got glue all down.
Ooh.
I glued off of my...
You would have thought I'd be gluing it or something.
Yeah. So I just filled the whole thing. I'm letting the DSP do the work for me because this is pretty. This is really pretty stuff. And because I've got that on there, I'm just gonna, there we go. Get it flat. Yay, isn't that pretty? And I haven't done that before. And so we'll have to figure out, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. So for the outside, we have this, what is this called? Braided burlap trim. This stuff is pretty heavy, and I keep thinking I need to use this for my horse stamp set. Don't you think this would be kind of cool?
That would look awesome.
So I cut a piece of that, and I used the tear and tape underneath. Because I want this to stay. Now, on some of the other ones that I did, I used different DSP as decoration. But this, what I liked is I did one of them with this. I don't know which one, Bill. You'll have to pull it out. I think it was the koala one. And I am telling you, I liked how it felt that have that thumb to have this kind of in this area. And hold on, there's just a little bit of, if you get a little bit of sticky that is hanging over, all you have to do is push it back. It'll stick right to itself and still hold nice. So let's lay this down on the edge. So it gives a little bit of texture, and I also like that it gives you something to hold on to. So that's why I decided to do it again. There we go. Perfect. And this was an 8-inch piece. Okay, now let's go to the inside. I want to make sure that this part is glued down. Now, I'm just going to create a natural crease in here where it comes. I took another piece of the cardstock, and we could do this here. It's kind of blah though. I kind of want to do this again. So we will, because I want to. And I'm making it. I cut this piece at 3 3/4 by 7 3/4. This is the pad DSP cover. Is anyone saying anything?
Oh, they're loving the card. Beautiful, good.
It's not a card, Bill. It's a
or
notebook.
The booklet.
It's a journal.
The journal.
It's fun.
They're loving it. It's fun. Got good grip with the texture. Shared it. Loved it.
Are you guys really that excited as he makes it sound?
So it seems like.
Does it? Oh, well, awesome. Now, will anyone try this?
That's a good question. Anybody else gonna try this?
Yeah, I mean, when I show you things and I teach you things, I'm doing it because I want you to try it. And it's okay to try it and show me how it came out. Okay, I'm liking this so far. So now when I cut this piece off, I cut it right off the 12 by 12. And what you're left over with is this piece. Okay, so I'm going to call this a pocket leftover. It was just left what's left from the 3 3/4 or 7 3/4 down and the 4 3/4 across. So it's 4 3/4. So let's put this away for a minute. We're going to make a pocket out of the scrap, because I hate to have anything be wasted, right?
Well, of course.
And I'm going to do the opposite side because we got all different. So for this side, I am going to do this one. And I'm only going to score 3 sides. And because I like the variation here at the top, it looks like they had did a little finger painting or something on there. I'm going to have that be the top of the pocket. So I'm just going to go ahead and score at a 1/2 inch on 3 sides. 1, leaving that top open. Any questions or anything, Bill?
No, they're loving it. Wait a second.
This could be such an awesome gift to give a coworker, your mom for Mother's Day. It can be a journal. It can be for college student going off, someone who graduated. Graduations will be coming up soon enough. Let me throw this away for a second.
As long as the warm weather comes before all that.
So I'm going to take, now I've got the 3 edges scored, and I'm going to go ahead and just miter the edges again. As long as what, Bill?
The warm weather comes before all that present giving.
Yeah.
Mother's Day, graduations.
And then I'm going to go ahead and just fold them at the score lines. What do you want one for? If I make you a dino one, would you really take it to work?
No.
If it was tractor trailers, 18-wheelers, then you would? No. Okay. This is important because I've made this mistake before. I think, oh, well, this is the inside, so I start gluing on the inside. But actually, you want to glue on the outside so that when the pocket goes in, it's on the inside, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Is everyone loving celebrations? Whoops.
Speaking of which, last month starts on Sunday.
Oh, yes. And the new, thank you. The new, you really are earning today.
That's right.
The new celebration starts on the 3rd, I believe. So you'll be able to see it. And if you want a catalog or something ahead of time, please let me know so I can get that mailed out to you like ASAP, because it does start next week. Okay, I'm going to fold that bottom piece up. And it's okay that these aren't like super crisp. I don't want them to be super crisp because I want it to pocket up. And if they stick to each other a little bit, like this one is, that's good because it makes it easier like that. See? Makes it easier to lay it down. So you just determine where you want it. And put it in place. Now the person who's gonna get this one is gonna get
whoever I draw
is gonna get my business card in there. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
That sounds so evil.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Okay, we got some more things here. So I said I was using the Band Together set. I am using the stamp because I think this "You are so amazing, you are amazing" is absolutely a wonderful saying to say. But I'm going to use a couple of die cuts. This comes with die cuts, so if you buy this together, there's one back there, and there's these. So let me show you. It does come at a 10% discount when you buy them together. So tonight, I'm going to be using the Band Together because I thought this would be really pretty on the front, and I hadn't done one this way. You guys have seen kind of the ones that I did. And it also has this die. So I went ahead and run them through so that I don't have to do this right now in front of you and take up your valuable family time. But I will put these away because I have a tendency to lose dies. Tell me if anybody else does that. And I'm going to take the oval with the "You are amazing," and I'm going to stamp this up. Should I do it in black? Yeah, I'm going to do it in black. Now, because this is the front of the booklet, I want everything to be fairly flat. I'm not going to do any dimensionals. I want it to be fairly flat. Ooh, please tell me I can get this straight.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too.
Otherwise, there's the back side.
I guess so, but probably should have done a test. How is that? Is that
amazing?
Pretty. So I'm not going to pop this up, which normally I probably would. I'm just going to go ahead and layer it down because I don't know whoever's going to get this, if they're going to be putting it in and out of a book bag or a briefcase, or if it's just going to be sitting on their desk and they might brush it. Who knows? So since paper will rip, I'm not going to put that. Isn't it just so cute? So cute. So cute. Love it. Stinking adorable. Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and glue this down.
Oh, it's Kathy Walton's 48th wedding anniversary today, and she's joining us here.
Oh, well, 48. That's wonderful.
Wow.
Do you think we'll make it?
It'll be almost 100, but okay. I'm up for it.
Almost 100. Is that, are you making that sound like a death sentence? Or?
No.
You'll get out on parole if you're good.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. And give that a minute to adhere. Oh, I think it's so adorable. Now they had this too as another one of the bands. And I thought I could go ahead and I could do that maybe up here. Here, I could have maybe put it right on that, couldn't I? Is this, it's too sealed down. I can't get it. I could do this. What do you think? Do you like it at the top? Because this, you got to remember, this is going to be working. People are going to be lifting it. So I think I'm going to do it right at the top.
Where are you putting it? Top?
I'm going to put it at the top, I think.
That's cool.
Because it's going to kind of fit right here. This is the part that I don't really want to lift up. Not that this is going to hold it down, but this will be, because it's got kind of a natural lift there. So I'm going to just glue that on. Izzy likes it.
She does. She
now,
gave it all up.
I'm going to just work that paper. And I suppose I could have measured and done a score line there, but I don't want that to be all about. Now, you can go through and decorate this many different ways. The Bill had to leave for a minute because he is on call. So let me pull these out just to show you. Okay. So I used different stamp sets, different papers, but all of them were made the same exact way. Here I have a bow on this, but I don't have one on here. I've got the pocket. Ooh, that's bright. I've got the pocket, and I don't have anything there, but I still have it to where they're glued down. This one, this is my favorite. It just is. I just love the dinos. You're awesome. But this one, there's enough room that you could do. I did a knot, not a bow. The bow is on the outside, but this was some leftover from a paper pumpkin that I had.
Oh wow, pretty.
Yeah. This one I did fairly flat too. I did the tag because this was what comes in the set. Now the stamp didn't, but the tag did. The paper, and I was trying to figure out if I was going to do something. I may decorate this up more. I don't know yet. And then of course this one has a knot.
Shirt.
Yeah, that's the one you're getting now for Father's Day. Do you even golf? Have you ever golfed?
Goofers? No.
No. I can say I have. So aren't they just gorgeous though, you guys? In PE. When was that? Like in 1960?
35 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, are there any questions on these?
No, they're saying they're doing great. Oh, I love the dinos. Madison does anyway.
Oh, good, Madison, that's yours. I knew you would like them. So this one's really cool. Now this one, I just wanted to break up the black and the gold. This is from the honeybee paper that we have. And I just wanted to break up the black and gold, so I brought in the Melon Mambo again. And I think it's stinking cute. This is from these are two different stamp sets. This is from the Justin Note, was from the new Music from the Heart one. And then this is from a past set that we've had, a craft set. So, okay, well this is tonight's, and I want to give these away for the drawing. But I got a couple of things I want to just touch base about. Who knows what my Piccadilly perks are and who's using them? Anyone?
Piccadilly perks. Well, ladies, I know you're using them.
Well, if Marcia is on, Marcia needs to tell me what she wants, because you just won your 10th Piccadilly perk with me. So thank you so much, Marcia. Piccadilly Perks is a program where it's a reward program. So if you're a loyal customer to Piccadilly Stamping, for every $35 that you purchase through me, you can earn a $25 shopping spree after you collect 10 of them. They're called Piccadilly Perks. I was saying you would get a letter from me and it would tell you where you are. And I still send those out. So you will get a letter from me and it'll tell you where you are on your perks. When you get to the 10th one, it's like buy 10, get one free. So I will also pay the shipping and the tax on that. So it is literally a $35 value for free. The Peaceful Poppies bundle, the special that I had where I included a free gift if you ordered it before February 15th is gone, but I'm still going to go ahead and offer the PDF since that is still valid. So if you buy the set, you get your 10% off in the set. If you buy the whole bundle, I'm going to give you a PDF of 6 different projects that you can use to get you started on making them. It's about a $25 value. This is a wonderful time to sign up. If you are interested in just doing this as a hobbyist, that's fine. Stampin' Up! Has that available to you. But if you're interested in doing it as a business and earning some money like I am, I can help you with that. I've been actually taking some really decent trainings on that, so this is going to be good. Join now and you get a free paper cutter. It's not our trimmer, it's a guillotine paper cutter, a 6x6 set of DSP Stampler 48 sheets, and one stamp set of your choice. So you get all that, and then you get me. It costs $99, and they're going to give you $125 worth of product free. So that's pretty awesome. I do want to let you guys know that the coordination products are out too. And they're the Nature's Dies, the Specialty Day Dies, Ladybug Dies, which matches this. And I want to show you guys. I hadn't used it yet, and I knew that I needed to. So today I did a little bit of playing. And let me just show you. Cuteness.
Ooh, wow.
Aren't those cute? This you can only get if you host a party or have a qualifying order of $300 or more. So don't be afraid of it, because you can host a party right with me right here on Facebook. You don't really do anything except invite your friends and sit back and collect the rewards from it. I will do the prizes and the drawings and all of that. So that is the specialty for hosting a party. You get that, a $300 party, you get that free. So, and you can do a Facebook party. In fact, I prefer them. All right, let's do a drawing, and let's have the first drawing be for this, because whoever is watching tonight who shared my video last time, I really do appreciate it, you guys. Word of mouth is how I grow. So we've got the tickets already in. You ready to do some drawing?
Digging, 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 way down.
Wait, don't hurt me.
Marsha!
Oh, Marsha, you are the luckiest woman. So I will get this mailed out to you. So thank you so much. Should we do another one? I got a few more of those. Let's do one more. Let's do a calendar. So let me put a calendar out here. I've got a do something creative every day. These are 2020. I know we're getting.
Oh, Karen Jones.
Oh, Karen. This is awesome. So Karen, you won the calendar, and Marsha, you won this cute little notebook, and I hope you love it, love it, love it. All right, you guys, were there any questions or anything else?
No.
I will see you next week. I had a request to do a shaker card, so I'm going to probably move that up and do that next week if Nicola's still awake.
She is.
Okay, so I'll probably do that next week. You guys keep giving me ideas of things that you want to see. Sometimes I'm not sure where to go, and it's nice to have ideas, and I do appreciate that. So have a great evening, and I will see you next week right here on Piccadilly Stamping. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.